you could kind of decide between Kunko and Lesh at that point.
You wouldn't really want Lesh to be that much of a core though into Nyx, right?
For me, maybe it's OD. We saw it earlier today when LGD were taking on Faceless. If he gets a little bit of a support and he's got no Gamagia on his team, he's just going to get out of control.
Oh dear, Jizing, he did not expect this one. The Leshrac actually wraps around and has level 1 Edict, so it's not even like he can do a whole lot, even if he did have the spike carapace. A Slark at the bottom lane.
Bottom lane going in,
Dust goes out. Monkey's in some serious trouble. He does have a TP, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to have the chance to use it. Telekinesis goes off, and they easily have the damage to finish him off. Ever, right? So they just want to make sure this other core does all right for himself.
Yeah, a bit of pressure coming in. They actually go want to cancel here. He's made a bit of a overstep going for that bit of a pressure, and maybe he's gonna come back in. Doesn't get the kill in the end, but it's a kill onto the sniper. Leveled Kunkka, a bounty hunter who doesn't have a huge amount of burst damage, and a Leshrac with minimal damage output. So Complexity don't have great plays available for them to actually get pickups.
Oh, Moo, just so much damage comes out in a short window of time. He will be able to make the Timber Chain away, and it looks like he might escape. They're going to be able to get one more imprison on him, and just Complexity are not here fast enough. Swindle's going to try and slow things down with a stun eventually, but it just doesn't happen in time. Moo ends up going down, and now Swindle's in a bit of trouble. Victoria is going to be sniped out, canceled, gets a bit of damage on him, but it's not quite enough. Swindles will die instead as Victoria sneaks himself one step ahead of both Cancel as well as Monkeys Forever. They definitely could have used some sort of bounty kill there, but unable to get really anything out of that situation. And even bottom lane, Ami continues to be a threat to anybody who shows up in this lane. Z-Freak thinks, all right, time to get some solo experience. Gets gone on by Slark, ends up dying to the health
Kill, so he's in no big rush to force some fights or get too involved.
Oh, they actually see Z-Freak. He thought he was going to be able to go on to Victoria, but it's the other way around. Victoria and our Nyx assassin pop out. Cancel. He's actually going to be able to... Oh, nice steal with the shrapnel. They're going to be able to slow down Cancel quite a bit. Even if Victoria gives up his life here as well. Worth it, but imprisonment actually saves him. They're going to come in with the TP, and Moo will be able to get this kill with the Timber Chain, but now he's in trouble. If they actually manage to get a stun on him, the OD will rip him apart. Oh, no, the Timber Chain! He has to turn around, throws out some damage, but he dies so easily.
Done, and Plexi getting punished there. Not quite the outcome to that smoke gank they were hoping for.
Z-Freak, half a second away from being able to TP out. Maybe catches him, imprisons him, and with some backup coming in, yeah, maybe doesn't even need it. Gets all the right clicks. And Complexity may still be in trouble in the mid lane too. Ami's going to be leading the charge here. Swindle sees him coming, tries to get off as much as he can, but Ami just pops the ultimate. He may be stuck underneath his chakram. Moo does get the counter kill. Victoria managed to steal chakram, and a nice stun coming out from Jing Thing, and they managed to actually push back some of these CoL members, but they'll still lose Victoria.
And then you can close that gap, so getting even near this is absolutely impossible for Complexity, it seems.
Yeah, they seem to have no real wave clear. In fact, they're going to be able to get the initiation on him. Moo just almost gets popped. Dual Scepter goes down, but he's going to come back down just to a simple right click of maybe, and he'll still end up dying. Monkeys Forever caught in the backside, but and Bounty Hunter kill. That's not really much to talk about. It's the two cores that died in the beginning. That's the important thing. LG, with that initiation, easily win the team fight, clean up whatever they can, claim a tier 2 on top of everything else, and stream ahead in this game 1.
Yeah, they're ready to break through this high ground, at least try and take a tier 3 tower off of this. The respawn time is still fairly short, and
again, Victoria, just with a blink dagger, finds these openings. He gets the last remaining hero of Complexity, and LGD seemingly in a position to take this tier 3 and maybe even force the fight around the racks.
Yeah, they're pretty good to continue fighting. They've used the Sanities, which is the main big ultimate, I mean their main big ultimate on their team, but the farm and item advantage is so much, yeah, there's nothing Complexity can do.
And they know it too. It's just these heroes, this was a very momentum-based lineup right from Complexity. They had a core bounty hunter. You need to be able to build up those track kills.
The one thing though to come back to the pudge too is like, you know that Jakiro's gonna walk up and try to like...
Is it a mid RUBICK?
Oh, you saw Complexity try to do with the Timber Saw and combined a little bit with the Leshrac, right? The moment they've taken down that tower, that leaves them free to start rotating around the map. If they can delay this Jakiro and his ability to take that tier 1 a bit longer, maybe he won't have impact in those other lanes. They're going to try and catch Swindle's heal. They do manage to get a burrow strike and a little bit of damage. Maybe they can actually chase him down. They do have both Moo and Z-Freak here. Zanking actually goes for the burrow strike, does manage to pick up the kill, and he's going to just try and TP himself away right in front of Z-Freak, though. That won't work out. He easily gets hooked up and will end up going down. Cancel is actually going to be one. Take that last hit. He's going to be very happy with it, especially if he can claim both of these kills, as he will double kill to Cancel. Will make
it G, and also for LGD, they seem to always dominate their laning stages.
All right, maybe you've got the imprisonment, managed to steal that one. He's already been hit by the fire blast, but a hook comes in the last second. Z-Freak will instantly die to the Fade Bolt, but this easily gives the opportunity for Cancel to clean up the kill. Well worth the sacrifice. He won't die immediately.
Okay,
Maybe if that fire blast wasn't there, he could have pulled something tricky, but...
Tell which one it is by the colors.
Oh, he actually hooked straight onto the range creep, which will put him in range for Ame to be able to get him inside the cogs, allowing the rest of his team to be able to TP in, follow this one up, and they get the hook on a Victoria. That's going to be a nice twofer once again. Complexity moving this OD around to great success as his team kind of sets up all these fights for him to clean up kills.
That was level 5 Jakiro. We're going to be taking that sooner rather than later.
Ame in some serious trouble. He's trying to get ahead of this battery assault, putting himself through the creep wave, trying to dodge some of it, juke it out, but it's not going to happen. Instead, he stops, turns and fights, but his ultimate doesn't even land on any of the heroes of Complexity. Full creep wave gets cleaned out. Imprison actually stolen by Maybe, but he's in some trouble, or maybe it's actually the Sand King. Oh no! The hook actually snags the creep, and it's going to be Monkeys Forever, who goes down to the enemy offlaner. Cancel turns around, manages to catch Maybe, slowing him down. Cancel knows that he might need to fight this one out. He actually managed to burn the mana out. No more Burrow Strike available, and Z-Freak was ready to go with the Savior hook if necessary. So,
I mean, you know Complexity aren't going to be giving you that 5v5 team fight to use another hook.
Nice snatch there. They will be able to, thanks to that ward behind the tower, catch Victoria, but Monkeys Forever is once again very deep, and there is really no saving grace. It looks like Z-Freak is instead going to go for Victoria. He does manage to clean up that kill, and Monkeys just one right click or a Burrow Strike or even a Diabolic Edict to be able to finish him off. Ooh, the smoke does reveal Monkeys Forever. They're going to be able to, they saw that ward place too. So Monkeys Forever is going to be the target here for the imprisonment. It goes down onto Monkeys, dodging all of that epicenter damage. Monkeys going to come back decently healthy and has the hook shot ready to go. Stalling up the Sand King, but the disruption comes in first. And the saving grace is there from LGD, but a nice snag from Z-Freak. Grabs the core, maybe RUBICK. He's going to be stalled up. No, the Ice Path doesn't reach. They're going to be able to hold maybe that whole entire time, get the kill. Again, trading a core for core. Monkeys being the sacrificial lamb here to be able to ensure a kill onto LGD.
Sometimes you don't want to buy too soon. If you get the BKB, you want to be ending that game in that kind of first, second, or third BKB. Every time you usually want to get a big object. Like the first one to win a fight, that gets you Rosh, and the second one to win a fight, that gets you a lane of Rax. And then by the third or fourth BKB, you want to be very clearly ahead.
Fight around the smokes, you said. Complexity are doing just that. They found a pick-off, it looks like, on Victoria. And the hook onto Maybe. The force snap immediately goes out as Maybe tries to get himself out of here. A nice two-man Burrow Strike, and Maybe's trying to escape with the magic immunity of the spin, but it's just not good enough. Monkeys Forever sitting duck until Cancel will bail him out with an imprisonment here. The damage over time may still be too much. Yes, a nuke comes out from Ame that will be able to get that kill, but Cancel diving all the way to the tier 2s. He said, damn the tier 2, I'm going to go win. We've already taken out Maybe. We'll make sure we'll get Victoria as well, as Moo managed to get that Omni Slash, and now they'll back up the big objective. The tier 1 tower is easily going to be pushed back by CoL as they trade a 1-for-2 scenario off of that smoke.
It's got a full BKB. There we go. Now you're not scared of the team fight of LGD.
Yeah, certainly not, especially with that Aegis still in hand. He managed to get the imprisonment. They're trying to set up Wolf to defend the Luna and to attack. Complexity try and go for the Luna, but meanwhile Moo has already found G's team. They managed to push back the Initiator, which means Complexity can go ahead and focus on Ame, but Ame may be too big. They managed to take out the OD away from that Aegis, and Moo, he's going to be tossed into Cancel. Oh no, this is disastrous. The Macro Pyre burning away Complexity the whole entire time, and now Swindles is just the cherry on top of everything else. They win the team fight against an Aegis and claim 4 kills without losing Ame.
She is more than ready to take on Complexity once again, and all it takes right now is Complexity to lose one fight, and they could just see a lane of Rax go down. Even with these tier 2 towers, one disastrous fight could be very devastating for them.
All these heroes off map, and they know Complexity trying to stage themselves to catch this smoke, but maybe they are still going to be in some trouble. The telekinesis goes down, the mid poke as well. Cancels the first one to the target. He's going to be Omni Slash as well. He ends up going down nice and quick. And now we have the Luna streaming forward. With that ultimate, the rest of Complexity have to back away from that fight. No opportunity for payback. They lose Swindles on top of everything else. And sure enough, LGD, they've definitely hit their timing now. Yeah. Kills from Complexity as they attempt to fight in a situation that was very not beneficial for CoL, that's for sure.
Now the illusion battle begins.
Oh, now it's just snowballing against them. They don't have their full 5 up. Their tier 3 towers down. Cancel gets picked off, and LGD, they went from hitting their timing to ending this game within 2 minutes. They're going to go straight for the tier 4s because why the hell not? 45 seconds. You've got a Luna with the disruption behind him. The illusions are just going to rip these towers apart, and Complexity are going to be forced into another 4 versus 5 as soon as the Pudge is up and their throne is completely exposed. It's not looking good for the boys of CoL. They're going to try and come forward, hit their double hooks, and somehow disrupt this combination. LGD playing a game against them, trying to dance away from this initiation. Hook shot goes down, and catch Ame a little bit, but now the disruption, and oh, Jesus, lucky, the big command, too much for him to handle. The pullback there of Z-Freak on a lead hook for maybe, but it's not enough. They lose in the end as their throne is easily going to be victim of LGD's onslaught of pushing power. Game number 2, easily cleaned up by LGD in the end.
Yeah, it's one of those games where you talk about Draskyl, like you talk about ease of execution.